Imagine a bright college campus during finals week, a time when students are stressed yet focused. But in the midst of this academic chaos, one student simply vanished. Michael Negrete, a promising UCLA sophomore, disappeared without a trace, leaving only his wallet and cell phone behind. What happened to him? Michael Negrete was a dedicated student at the University of California, Los Angeles, pursuing a degree in sociology. On the surface, he was like any other college student, juggling classes, studying for exams, and trying to maintain a social life. Friends described him as outgoing and charming, someone who was always willing to lend a helping hand. He lived in a dorm on campus, surrounded by fellow students who often saw him immersed in his studies. As finals week approached in late May 2006, the pressure was on, but Michael was determined to succeed. The last few days leading up to his disappearance were marked by long nights spent in the library and study sessions with classmates. But on May 18, 2006, everything changed. Michael's friends noticed he was feeling particularly overwhelmed, and they encouraged him to take breaks and relax. Little did they know, this would be the last time anyone would see him. That evening, he was last spotted in his dorm room, surrounded by textbooks and notes. He seemed preoccupied but still engaged. However, as night began to fall, something unexpected happened. Michael left his room, but where was he going? What was he thinking? These questions would haunt his family and friends as the hours passed without a word from him. The following morning, alarm bells rang when Michael didn't show up for his final exam. His friends began to worry. They contacted campus police, who quickly began an investigation into his whereabouts. Initial inquiries revealed that Michael had left his dorm room around 10 p.m. on May 18th. Security footage captured him exiting the building alone, seemingly in good spirits. He was wearing a hoodie and jeans, completely unaware that this moment would be the last time anyone would see him. As investigators delved deeper into the case, they learned that Michael left behind his wallet and cell phone, which had become a critical piece of evidence. Why would he leave without these essential items? Friends noted that he had been feeling stressed about his exams, but nothing indicated that he would willingly disappear. As the hours turned into days, search efforts intensified. Volunteers joined the police in searching the campus and surrounding areas, distributing flyers, and seeking any information that might lead to Michael. The campus was combed through, but it was as if he had vanished into thin air. The investigation began to unravel a complex web of clues, but nothing pointed conclusively towards what might have happened to him. As investigators pieced together Michael's last known movements, they uncovered various theories about his disappearance. Some friends speculated that he might have left to take a break from the stress of finals, possibly seeking solace in nature or taking some time to reflect on his life. But others feared a more sinister outcome, suggesting that he might have encountered someone with harmful intentions. Police began to explore the possibility that Michael could have been a victim of foul play. They interviewed his friends, family, and classmates, seeking to understand his mental state leading up to the day he vanished. Those close to him emphasized that while he was stressed, he was also determined to finish his semester strong. This inconsistency only deepened the mystery. Could someone have lured him away? As days turned into weeks, the trails began to grow colder. A few tips came in, including reports of sightings and potential leads, but they all fizzled out without substantial evidence. The lack of solid leads left investigators frustrated and desperate for answers. Each passing day only deepened the uncertainty surrounding Michael's fate, leaving his loved ones grappling with the haunting reality that he was still missing. The case took a dramatic turn when a local hiker reported seeing a young man resembling Michael in the nearby Santa Monica Mountains shortly after his disappearance. This potential sighting reignited hope among his family and friends. propelling search teams to scour the rugged terrain for any sign of him. With the help of helicopters and tracking dogs, search parties combed the area, but once again, they found nothing. This revelation raised more questions than answers. Could Michael have been attempting to escape his stress by going into the wilderness? Was he seeking a moment of clarity, or was he in danger? As the search continued, investigators also conducted a thorough analysis of Michael's phone records and social media activity, looking for any clues that might provide insight into his state of mind before he disappeared. They found that his last call was made to a friend just hours before he left the dorm, but the conversation was brief and inconclusive. With each lead that went cold, the frustration mounted. The university community rallied around Michael's family, holding vigils and spreading awareness about his case. The hope of finding him alive began to dwindle, but the search for answers persisted. Months passed, and the search for Michael Negrete continued to remain active, but the lack of new evidence was disheartening. In the fall of 2006, the university community held a memorial for Michael, celebrating his life and honoring the search for him. Friends and family members spoke of their cherished memories and the impact he had on their lives. Yet, despite the heartfelt tributes, the question remained, where was Michael? As investigators reviewed the case, they began to consider the possibility that Michael may have chosen to disappear voluntarily. Some speculated that the immense pressure of college life had pushed him to a breaking point, leading him to seek a fresh start elsewhere. However, his family firmly rejected this idea, insisting that he would never abandon them or his education. The police also maintained that there were no signs of foul play, but the lack of closure only fueled speculation and frustration. In the years that followed, there were sporadic reports of potential sightings and tips, but none led to any significant breakthroughs. Michael's case became a haunting reminder of the uncertainty surrounding missing persons and the struggles students face under pressure. As we reflect on the disappearance of Michael Negrete, we are left with more questions than answers. What truly happened to him on that fateful night? Did he seek solace in the wilderness, or did something more sinister occur? With no definitive evidence pointing toward his fate, the mystery remains unsolved. Michael's family continues to advocate for greater awareness of missing persons, sharing his story in hopes of finding closure. His case serves as a stark reminder of the fragility of life and the hidden struggles many individuals face. The UCLA community has not forgotten him. They continue to hold events in his memory, ensuring that his story remains alive. As we conclude this investigation, we are left pondering the many unanswered questions. Will Michael ever be found? Or has he become just another tragic entry in the long list of unsolved mysteries? The search for truth continues, but for now, Michael Negrete's fate remains unknown.